Hey, this is Tuhon Aditya from LightHaven. First of all, before we begin, I just want to thank everyone who just reached 1,000 subscribers in December. It happened on the 25th of December, was when YouTube sent me the email. I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support, for all of your love. This is our attempt to give back to the FMA community that has given us so much, and it really feels amazing that you guys are receiving it so well. So thank you so much. I got a question. It sort of feels right to for this video to be answering one of the questions of one of the people who supported us for so long. I got a question about footwork. I got a question about the importance of footwork, and if I could demonstrate certain ways where it's apparent how important footwork is. To a lot of us, this seems like a really obvious question, except I'm pretty sure that if I asked a lot of people, they would give me really vague, arbitrary answers. The truth is, a lot of times we do things just because we're told to do things. Our teachers said footwork is important. That's why for us also is like, yeah, footwork is important. But why is footwork actually important? How much time you actually spend thinking about it? I'm not so sure too many people actually spend time thinking about the importance of these things. Um, However, having said that, this is a hugely broad topic that can be answered in many ways. And I'm not exactly sure that you would stick around for a 10-hour discussion on footwork, especially on YouTube. Um, so I decided to try and take a footwork framework that we use really often in the school and in the channel, which is Ranging Footwork, and try and show you a couple of applications and the reasons why you step at the angles that you step. Everything that we do has a very specific reason. Um, Within Ranging Footwork, there is a reason why we are stepping front 45, back 45, 90. There's a reason for everything. So I thought it'd be interesting if I took that as an example, using the applications of that, try to explain to you the importance of footwork. Before starting though, I will say one last thing. When I'm looking at footwork, if you guys have anything to add to this, what I'm about to say, please leave that in the comments down below. But if I'm looking at footwork, for me, footwork needs to fulfill at least these two important functions. One is it needs to keep me safe, especially in a weapon art. My footwork is the number one thing that's going to keep me in range, out of range. It's going to keep me safe, or it's going to get me hit. The number two thing that my footwork is going to do is going to set me up in better tactical positions where I have advantages and I have more options than my opponent. That's a really important role of footwork, because that's what's going to lead to the fight ending. And at the same time, my footwork at the same time is manufacturing or helping put me in positions where I can manufacture these entries. It's putting me in the same positions, also positions where I am in control. What that means is that I'm relatively safe. You can never be completely safe because random things happen all the time, but you're relatively safe and relatively in control if you know what to do. So at least the footwork at least needs to fulfill these two options. Apart from this, there are many other roles that footwork plays. There's a lot of other importance of footwork, but at least these two roles need to be fulfilled. Before we begin, though, it would mean a lot if you subscribe to the channel. At the end of the video, if you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. If you have anything to add to the discussion, leave that in the comments down below. If you have any requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments down below. Our residential program is up and running. Our online class is up and running. To register for either of them, get in touch with us through the links that I'm going to leave down below. We're going to start with our ranging footwork. So basically, it's 45 degrees to the front, 45 degrees to the front, 45 to the back, 45 to the back, 90 and 90. And now I'm going to try and use these very angles to explain the importance of footwork as well as the application of these steps. When is it that I'm going to go 45 in front? When do I want to go 90 degrees to the side? When do I want to go back? And what are the targets? How does that change? Or how does my range change? Um, how do my entries change? How do my options change depending on my footwork? Let's start with that forward 45-degree angle. Now let's say Neha's just given me an angle 1 and an angle 2. Now I want to make an entry off of this. And I want to make an entry um, in such a way that I am able to finish the fight as quickly as possible. If I smash her hand, I'm not going to finish the fight. I'm just going to she might drop the stick, she might not drop the stick, or if it's a sword, maybe she drops it, maybe she doesn't. She still has another hand. Either way, the fight is still ongoing. I need to take a more effective and efficient target after I've hit that hand or after I have passed her weapon. So I'm going to go starting with angle 1, angle 2. And there are millions of ways to make this entry. We're not going to go into the ways that you're going to make the entry, what the stick is doing. We're going to go into how my footwork changes things. So from here, I'm going to go broken. I'm going to hit the hand first. Now, I want to move this way because I want to be behind that stick. If her angle 1 is coming here, I want to be behind it. I want to make use of all of this space between her weapon and her head or her body. The other thing I want to do is I am expecting an angle 2 to come back. I don't want to take it for granted that just because I've hit her hand, that angle 2, that she's incapacitated and she can't harm me anymore. I want to take it for, I want to be prepared for in case some sort of backhand strike comes in angle 2 and angle 4. Now, what I'm going to be, by stepping 45 degrees here, it also gives me the space to be able to see that angle 2 coming, and it gives me this time to be able to react to the angle 2 coming if I need to. If the angle 2 doesn't come, I have that direct hit straight to the head. If the angle 2 does come, I am still looking to strike and check. I'm in a position where I can check that angle 2 again. I'm in a position where I can strike, hit, hit the hand strike and check the angle 2, and now go for a more significant strike. So from this side, we're going 1, 2. Again, you can make this entry 1,000 different ways, however you want to make it. I want to get behind that stick and be ready for the angle 2 to come back. From here, I can cut, I can thrust, I can strike down, I can strike high, I can go for disarms, I can go for punyo strikes, I can go for chokes, anything, because I'm in a position where now I have the options. I am in control of that arm, whether I'm looking to push this across, whether I'm looking to pin this here, whether I'm looking to look for a disarm, whether whatever it is that I'm looking to do, my footwork has brought me into a position where I have the advantage. So when I'm stepping 45 degrees to the front, I'm looking to get behind that stick, to strike the hand, strike the head, also be ready for that incoming. If an angle 2 comes, I want to be prepared. Or if nothing else comes, I want to be able to strike and go through. I want to be finishing the fight. This is when I'm looking to finish the fight, not looking to just stay here. I'm looking to finish the fight. On engagement, I'm looking to finish the fight. Thus, I'm hunting for, I'm looking to get past that weapon hand, looking to strike that weapon hand, looking to get past the weapon hand to more significant targets. If she just holds her stick out straight, because it's a weapon, if she just keeps this straight and I step straight, or even if she gives me angle 1 and angle 2 and I'm stepping straight, I'm stepping right into the arc of that attack. I want to either move behind, or let's say there's another 45 degrees. I want to move ahead. This is where her strike is most powerful. When I'm here or when I'm here, I'm able to deal with a different aspect of that strike. From here onwards, the follow through begins, and this is where it's most powerful. So anything that I deal with here, if I'm able to deflect, if I'm able to or diffuse, or if I'm able to use some sort of an umbrella block, when I'm here, I'm looking to like literally pull that down my stick. That gives me my entries and my disarms and all of those things. But again, I'm using that 45-degree footwork to get past that weapon to more significant targets. Now let's assume I cannot go 45 degrees to the front. Let's assume that she's not giving me these tight angle 1, angle 2s. Maybe she's giving me a wider strike, a more circular strike, in which case I cannot go that way. Yes, perhaps I can still enter this way, but I cannot enter 45 degrees that way. I can't get behind the strike anymore, right? Let's say she's stepping in with a thrust. Yes, I can go 45 degrees out. Yes, I can also go 45 degrees here, except now if I step in and she's stepping in, now we are in close range, but I'm in punyo range, right? I'm not in striking range. I'm not in cutting and thrusting range anymore. So there could be enough reasons where when she's thrusting, I want to not get into close range. I want to stay here. Maybe I want to end. I want to continue to cut. Maybe if she's giving me a horizontal strike, I don't want to enter. I want to be here so I can cut, transfer this over. There's a disarm there. There could be enough reasons why I don't want to enter at this point of time. I just want to get out of the way. That's where my sidestepping comes in, where I'm looking to stay more or less where I am right now, but move to the side, move to the side. There could be enough different reasons why you may want to do this. Um, a simple enough reason could be we could even be closer. We could be somewhere here, even closer. And from here, she's trying to swing. and I'm too close to do any real sort of parry, any diffusion. So I have to go into almost like a strange blocking sort of structure. Um, except I cannot meet force to force because she's going to have more force. I need to be able to absorb some of that force. So as she swings harder, as she swings, I need to be able to sidestep to be able to absorb some of that force. And then maybe there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do here that'll help you diffuse, but that sidestep is helping me sort of get that structure where I can absorb that impact. Another reason why I might want to sidestep is let's combine a front 45 with a sidestep, right? So let's say I'm going one and two, one, two. I'm going to step to wait. I'm going to step to get into range of striking that hand. Except that second hand is coming back. Now I have a couple of options. I can retreat, which I don't want to do because now that I've manufactured this entry, I want to make the most of it. I can enter before that strike comes, but let's say my timing is a little bit off. Ideally, I would like to do this. One, two. Ideally, I like to enter. Right? I like to strike here, enter here, because then I have my thrust to finish or my locks to finish, whatever. But let's say my timing is off, and she's already begun that angle too. So I'm here, one, two. I hit the hand, but she's already begun that angle too, and I don't want to go back, and I can't. And now I'm too late to necessarily go forward, and I don't want to go this way because that's again going to take me out of range. That's when also I can be using my side step to again smash the hand and parry. So here, one, two, I go up. That's where I'm looking to side step. One, two, up. That's my side step. That's my cut and my trap of that side step. Because now I'm still in that the same position. I earned this position, that position behind her weapon, between her weapon and her head. I've earned this position, and I don't want to leave this position. That can be where I'm using my side step as a way to still strike, absorb impact, still keep the position, and then go for the more effective targets to finish the fight. Now we're going to look at our reverse triangle or a reverse 45-degree footwork within the ranging footwork. Now, there are often times when I don't want to go straight back. The reason I don't want to go straight back is, let's say if Neha just extends her stick, just extends her hand, right? I am looking to strike that hand at long range. That's my target. As soon as I step straight back, I take myself away from out of range of striking that hand. The thing about ranging footwork is I'm manipulating distance with this footwork. Where let's say again now, if instead of going straight back, I'm going to go 45 degrees back. I'm still further away from her, but I'm still in range of her hand. Now this is an important distinction. When I move straight backwards, I very often am going to get completely out of range of her. That's why I want to move in the reverse triangle way. I want to move 45 degrees this way or this way. So when she's striking, I'm looking to get out of the way of her stick while still striking her hand. Another simple way is, let's say we're going angle 1, angle 2, and I want to strike the inside, of her arm. Still need to get out of the way of her stick. So going angle 1, angle 2, angle 1, angle 2. This is where I use that reverse 45 degree to get off center line, but still stay in range of hitting her hand. Right? Again, my footwork is my first line of defense. It could be for anything. Maybe I'm fighting an opponent who's pressing a lot, who's constantly has that forward momentum. Maybe he's bigger. Maybe for whatever reason he's trying to bully you with his size, and there's constant forward momentum. I want to still be able to get off center line while striking the targets that I still want to strike. As I strike, once I'm here, then I can enter if I want, or not enter if I don't. I can go one, the hand comes. I can look to get off, off behind her strike. That was me going reverse 45 degrees, and that was my then open triangle, my front 45 degrees. So what I basically did was, we're going one, two. I got off line, struck the hand. I passed that, I stepped in, and that was my attack. So this is how we're combining. We're looking to get out of the way. Our footwork is what's protecting us. The number one thing that's keeping us safe. It's also the number one thing that's creating our opportunities. It's getting me in positions where I can create opportunity. If my footwork is off even a little bit, I'm not going to reach my hand. Yes, footwork is not enough. Accuracy with the stick is also important. But if my footwork is correct, I can get out of the way of a stick let's say I'm here. She's gonna hit me. She's gonna reach me. She can reach me. I'm stepping out of the way, but not straight back. Because if I step straight back again, she can reach me. If I step straight back, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be out of range of her hand. But if I step at an angle, I can still strike the hand either this way, get off center line, strike the hand on the inside. So my footwork gives me a lot of options. Even this is part of a drill called the pasada, but you can do it without crossing. You can just go straight back as well. You can do it with this reverse triangle as well. If I have my false in front, she strikes me, I can still get out of the way, move backwards, and hit. Similarly, I can do the other way also. There's a whole bunch of options I have for moving back this way, moving back this way, and post this, then you can find a way to manufacture that entry. Generally, what we mean though when we're going backwards, back in this reverse triangle, her arm is my target. That's why I'm going back. I'm going back because and it could also be I could have set this up. I could have made her extend. Maybe I have my false lead here and I'm presenting my body and I'm like, come, you can take the shot. I'm baiting her. And as she's coming to hit, I'm stepping back at that angle and striking that hand. I'm making her extend. Generally, when we're moving in this reverse triangle, we are aiming for the hand. If we are moving in a forward triangle or open triangle, I'm looking to get behind her strike or ahead of the strike in a place where the weapon is no longer a threat to me so that I can access the more vital targets that will end the fight. When I am sidestepping, I'm looking for whatever reason to maintain that position. Maybe I've, like how I showed you, you combine them with an open triangle or a closed triangle. I've earned that position. I want to keep that position. I don't want to change where I am because I have a lot of options from there. Maybe for whatever reason I cannot, maybe it could be a space issue, could be many reasons, but I cannot do any of the other footwork, so I need to just sort of get out of the way and sidestep. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Neha, for assisting me. If you guys liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. Please subscribe to the channel. If you have anything to add to the discussion, please leave that in the comments down below. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments down below. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. Like I said earlier, a residential program and our online classes are up and running. So if you want to register for either of them, check out the links I'm going to leave down below. Get in touch with us through those. Thank you guys so much for watching and see you in the next video.